My childhood was very lonely. It was good, but dark. My family member molested me, and that just kind of led me on the road to shame and just not feeling good ever. I was really a messed up individual by the time I reached my teenage years. I just always felt alone, always felt rejected, never felt really loved or worthy really of anything or anyone. I had met a guy who was older, and what I thought he was showing me what it was like to be loved by a man. Even though the relationship was abusive, I still let him have something that was precious. And my junior year of high school, I ended up getting pregnant. And I asked for my youth pastor because I just knew that I was going to get married and everything was going to work out great in my, 16-year-old mind. And it took him about an hour to come in, and I had sat there alone probably for about an hour, and he finally came in, and just the look of disappointment, disgust, it was the worst thing that I have ever felt. And he basically, he told me in that moment, the words that he used were, I had acted like nothing but a slut, and I had disgraced and disappointed the church. I had a baby boy. His name was Zachary, and ultimately the baby died when it was all over with. I got to be with him maybe an hour of his life, the 8 hours that he was here. My family brought him to me after he was already gone and passed, and they had warmed him up and brought him into me, and I got to sit there and hold him, just for a little bit. And I would like to say that would have been my breaking point, my come to Jesus moment, but it wasn't. I still was spinning out of control. Anytime after that in my adult life, I always felt guilty and just full of shame anytime I ever walked into a church, because it didn't matter what church I was in, those words that I heard my youth pastor say to me, they were so loud in my head. Just the disappointment, the guilt, and the shame, it was always just so loud. My nephew Jimmy had just out of the blue one day, it was like, hey Angel, are you going to church? And I was like, no, we're not going anywhere right now. So he started telling me about Cultivate. So I came. It was literally like Jesus was just peeling back the layers of all the pain and stuff that I had experienced early in life and in adulthood. And he was just saying to me, it's time for you to be honest with yourself and let go of the past, let go of the labels, and let me show you what you're made of. I have got an entire church family that loves me, and if I needed anything, they would be right there for me, no matter what. And I just want everybody to just be able to feel the relief that Jesus can bring to you, the peace that Jesus can bring to you. There's so many people that just talk about how they're just so exhausted and so tired mentally all the time. If you will just rest in Him, He's going to give you that peace that you just desire so much. And it's the best peace ever.